What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Technology live on the Polk Show. I just wanted to discuss with y'all my idea for the lawmakers and the policymakers, the lobbyists, regarding the legalization of marijuana. And this is Technology's $20 challenge. And it's an experiment, and what this experiment consists of is 3 subjects. Subject A, Subject B, and Subject C. All the same gender, all the same weight, all the same age, all never consume products such as tobacco, alcohol, or marijuana. So we take Subject A and we go to the liquor store and we purchase them $20 worth of gin. Not the expensive gin, but as much gin as we possibly can buy, cent for cent, with $20. And we do the same thing with Subject B, only they will be getting $20 worth of tobacco, cigarettes, and such, cigarettes. And and then Subject C, they get marijuana. Now they can't get $20 worth of marijuana due to, it costs too much, considering the cost of production being that you just, put a seed in the ground and watch it grow, unless you're in the hydroponics, and that's another story for another episode. We're not gonna get into that, but so we will make an exception with marijuana, and we will match the weight of the marijuana of however much like tobacco you was able to purchase. You'll just match that with that weight with the marijuana. So, and then we give them, I don't know, let's say 2, 3, 4 hours, 3 hours to consume their product. And then we basically just document the outcome, the result. And somebody's probably gonna die. And it's probably gonna be from one of the legal products. And the one that consumes the illegal product probably gonna be doing just fine. And even the ones who smoke cigarettes, they're not gonna be looking good. You will not find one doctor that, because you can't overdose on weed. That's the fact. It's a fact. There are no documented overdoses on marijuana. And the reason why marijuana is illegal to this day is because of the lobbyists, the corporations. You got the pharmaceutical companies who will be in direct competition. See, the thing about marijuana is, the main thing about marijuana is that the production will be in the hands of the people. You could just grow your own if you so choose. You're not gonna do that with pharmaceuticals. Too much of a process. Same thing with alcohol and tobacco. And they lobby very hard to keep tough drug laws on the books and tougher sentencing. Then you also have the law enforcement agency and the agencies, local, state, federal, and international, who make a pretty penny off of civil forfeiture and criminal forfeiture, which is basically when they confiscate your stuff and they either keep it or auction it off. And every officer involved in those busts get a cut. The department gets a cut, and that's their main driving force, not justice, not the concern of the health of civilians. And then you have the prison industrial complex, who gets paid to house these criminals, quote-unquote criminals, once they are captured by law enforcement officers for non-violent crimes such as merely possession, and they make a pretty penny off of that. So you have this vicious cycle. You also have the insurance companies, the drug testing companies like Rick Scott puss ass, and that's the reason why a lot of people can't get jobs, is because the insurance companies force business owners to drug test people in order to bring their insurance down. All of this shit is one big motherfucking scam. So it all comes down to freedom. And either we need to legalize marijuana, or we need to criminalize alcohol and tobacco, because it's clearly not about health and what goes into your body. All that shit that they let them people put into the cigarette, shit that should never enter a human body on purpose, they put that shit in the cigarettes. But that shit's okay. Weed, bad. That you grow, make sure nobody's putting nothing chemical inside of it or anything. But you're also taking money out of the hands of the corporations and essentially the government, because, you know, they can't go around taxing everybody who's growing their own stuff. But even if, you know, I don't know. So, explain that shit to me. Washington, D.C., Tallahassee, y'all are all full of shit. So, I don't know, maybe some people just have to make that sacrifice, and we really need to do that experiment. You know what I'm saying? Just be like the Buddhist monks in, you know, Vietnam, setting themselves on fire, and go to Capitol Hill and smoke it up and drink it up until, you know, people start collapsing, and only the people smoking weed are the ones standing still, and the people doing the legal stuff are being hospitalized. You know what I'm saying? That's what they did with even when they came out with fake weed, they soon banned that because apparently people were dying from the shit and going crazy. But that shit happens every day. You feel me? With alcohol, and damn near all the people in jail, lots of them are in there as a result of alcohol. Facts. Look at the mugshots. You know what I'm saying? What do you think? People get real crazy when they get drunk, violent and shit. So shout out to Adam Kokesh. You know what I'm saying? He went up at Capitol Hill. He was on gun rights, but it's the same thing. He's a marijuana activist, prohibition, legalization activist and such. So, but it all comes down to freedom and the will of the people, and it's your body. And the government, you know, they just